little more. Okay, here we go. Welcome, folks. I'm Jaby Koay, joined by Achara, the tea-drinking KIRK.
Hi.
We're looking at Disney's Raya the Last Dragon official trailer from Walt Disney Animation Studios. So very, very excited for this, especially because we're Asian half. And so here we go.
All right, guys, remember what we're looking for, and don't trust anyone. Hey, baby, where are your parents? Hey, who's baby? What?
Hey.
Oh!
Dude, that was unexpected.
Come on, baby.
Uh-oh. Oh! You can't hurt the baby! Or, oh my god!
We could use someone like you. Let's catch you up. My name is Raya. Our lands have been at war for as long as we can remember. Our people never see eye to eye.
My daughter, I believe our people can come together again, but someone has to take the first step.
Now, in order to restore peace, we must find the last dragon.
I wish to join this fellowship of butt kickery.
What kickery?
We'll have to watch our backs. We're not the only ones looking. 6 years of searching. Please let this be it. Oh, my niece sees you.
Who's that guy?
Oh!
I really need your help.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not like the best dragon. Have you ever done like a group project, but there's like that one kid who didn't pitch in as much, but still ended up with the same grade?
We're doomed.
Is that Aquafina?
Yeah.
You and the dragon are coming with me. My sword here says we're not.
That's cool.
What?
Oh my god!
The world's broken. You can't trust anyone.
Maybe it's broken because you don't trust anyone. You just have to take the first step.
Damn. That's cool.
I just shape changed.
Dragons can do that?
Look how close my butt is to my head. That shit's so much faster.
In theaters or ordered on Disney Plus.
Okay, I gotta admit something.
What?
This is just a dumb, like nostalgic thing. There was for a hair of a second when she summoned the dragon. I was just for a hair of a second. I was like, oh, it'd be so cool if it was Eddie Murphy's voice.
Oh my god.
But it would be stupid. Obviously, that would be. No one would like that, I guess.
No, I like that it's Aquafina though.
No, of course. No, she's
Yeah.
great. I like her a lot. She's really, really grown on me over the years, especially since watching Crazy Rich Asians. You know, I didn't know I was going to like her, but she's grown on me so much.
Yeah, she's awesome.
We watched her in that indie film as well.
The Farewell.
The Farewell.
I love that
She was
movie.
really good in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's great. Great addition. I didn't know she was in this. And so...
Well, I saw her name come up when I was searching this, but I guess I knew that Kelly Marie Tran was playing Raya, and then it just didn't really cross my mind that, oh, it totally makes sense that Awkwafina would play the dragon, because, you know, if you're going off the formula off of Mulan, which you referenced, it makes sense to have the comedian play the dragon. And so, yeah, I'm really into it, and it's so exciting for me just to kind of, like, I was freaking out because I'm seeing all of these things that look so much like the culture that I grew up with. I'm from Thailand, in case you didn't know, I'm half Thai, and like that scene where they're walking up to that kind of golden looking
temple.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a temple, it's a shrine, pagoda, whatever. It's not a pagoda, but like, you know, that building. I was like, oh my god, that looks like something that, you know, you might find at like the Grand Palace in Bangkok, you know, some of the architecture. But watching it as a whole, I'm like, I can see the different kind of references from Southeast Asian culture that they're pulling, but what's cool is it doesn't really seem to be kind of favoring one over the other. It's kind of like
a hodgepodge.
Yeah, it's a hodgepodge. Like, because
Yeah.
the dragon stuff and some of the buildings to me in the beginning looked more Chinese, but then some of the costumes that Raya and her like family members were wearing looked Thai to me, but then they weren't like completely Thai. And so I feel like they're pulling a lot of influences and inspiration from all different cultures throughout Southeast Asia, which I think is awesome.
Do you think the dragon is going to be restrained the whole movie? Or do you think we're going to have a moment like, remember towards the end of Aladdin when Genie is taken by Jafar and he's like the massive genie who was doing damage for just a short period, but it was kind of cool. Even though it was the dark part of the film, it was kind of neat to see Genie go there. And I'm wondering if in this film you're ever going to see the dragon become more dragon-esque for even a small portion of the film doing something serious, or if it's always going to be that she's just sort of a comic relief, you know, sort of feeding information to the main character to help her get along in her journey.
I feel like 100% she's gonna be like, she's gonna get to that badass dragon level, because like it's that classic thing that they do in Disney, right, where they start off with like, oh no, I don't really believe in myself, you know, the dragon starts off with, yeah, you know, that one kid who didn't really contribute to stuff in the school project got the same grade? Yeah, that was me.
Well, the neat thing about this is she set out on this journey to find this thing that she needed, and it turns out that the dragon also needed her.
Yeah.
And so there's a symbiotic relationship there where they complement each other and help each other become better versions of themselves in this journey, which is really cool. And you got a lot of female badassery going on here, which is crazy.
And baby badassery. What that was so funny.
Yeah,
that was like
fun.
So weird. But I was also thinking like, oh honey, you're in Asia. Like, why did you trust anyone on the street? Like anything can happen.
Right.
But like that.
Haven't you ever watched Dave Chappelle? You should know.
What?
Oh, you don't know the reference?
No.
He's like, he sees a baby on the street. He rolls down his window. He says, "Go home, baby." He's like, "I'm out here selling weed." The baby says that.
Oh.
I messed up the joke, but the baby's on the corner selling crack or something like that.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Yeah.
It was in Asia?
No, it's just.
Oh, just like on the street.
It's just on the street. It's a stupid reference. I don't know. That's where my head went as soon as you said "dangerous baby." I'm like, well, my brain immediately went to the Dave Chappelle reference of when he was trying to save the baby, and the baby's like, "I'm out here doing business. Let me be."
Yeah, but that baby was so freaking cute, and the monkeys and stuff. I mean, that stuff actually happens in real life. You go to certain places, I think like in Thailand or even in Japan maybe, where you've got these monkeys that have like overrun the area. They'll steal your stuff. They'll just come over and like, oh, you've got a camera bag? That's cool. Let me just steal your expensive camera.
What is the symbolism of jade?
Jade is very important in Chinese culture, I think in particular, but I know in other Southeast Asian cultures as well. It's just like,
Because that's the color of the title here.
Yeah, it's got like healing properties.
Yeah.
My mom used to give me like jade bracelets to wear because she'd be like, it's good for your health. I'm like, okay, then I guess I'll do that.
I do like that it's an amalgamation of Asian cultures, because that's important to me. If you don't know, if you're not Asian, you probably wouldn't know this, but there's a lot of Asian, I guess, races that sort of bicker with each other. Japanese certainly have made a lot of enemies, for instance. You know, Japanese and Koreans used to have issues with each other. Japanese and Chinese definitely had issues with each other a lot. You know, there's a lot
and like with Thais, we've had beef with the Burmese for a long time.
A long time ago, for my main channel, Jaby Koay, I would just say I'm Asian, and even to this day, I just say I'm half Asian. I don't say what that is, because I don't want to make anyone feel excluded, right? I want it to feel like inclusive for every Asian, whatever you are. Because we already find enough reasons to bicker with each other. It's like, I don't want that to be one more thing. And so for me, this actually speaks to me that they're making it an amalgamation. I mean, I know that's like, it's good business, but I like that. I like that from just a cultural standpoint, that they're trying to bring everyone together as opposed to just picking one.
And I guess there's also no pressure as well to get it right, because it's like, no, this
they messed up with Mulan.
Yeah, because this isn't even really, it seems like a real place. It's just like this kind of fantasy that they've, you know, pulled a lot of inspiration from different places. And it is a nice idea, like you're saying, because even in the movie itself, they're talking about unity and like bringing all the different tribes together or something.
Yeah, and it's almost like taking a note out of Avatar, you know? Avatar The Last Airbender. It's like, it's not really specific what is what. It's just sort of inspired, generally speaking, inspired by Asian culture.
Yeah, and I feel like when
Cultures,
watching,
I guess.
Yeah, when watching the Avatar, the Last Airbender, like if you know the different cultures, you can kind of see them and go, oh yeah, Fire Nation looks a lot like it's got Chinese inspirations, and then like I think was it Earth was more Korean or something. I can't remember properly, but like when you're watching, you can kind of pick it apart and be like, oh yeah, I see that. That's so cool. And growing up Asian, it's just nice to be included and represented, you know, in Hollywood.
Yeah,
it's nice.
So I'm really excited for this. Looking forward to it. And there is the fan fiction already playing in my head of where there's a crossover with Mulan and Mushu. I don't know, we just love to see that.
Mushu and this dragon go off on their adventure.
I don't know, just like as soon as the dragon showed up, I wasn't expecting Awkwafina, I was expecting Eddie Murphy because my brain just went there. It's just like, I've watched Mulan way too many times.